think I'm just gonna leave my phone. It doesn't get trampled.
All right, that's President Trump wrapping up over a 1.5-hour speech at the American Policy Institute Summit.
No.
His first time back in Washington, D.C. since he left office. Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to Spicer & Company. I'm Sean Spicer.
And I'm Lindsay Keith. Quite a lot of folks there, Sean, and many people have been interested in the speech, especially as we had former Vice President Mike Pence speak this morning. So it was almost the dueling speeches.
You ain't getting it until you behave yourself.
Which was very interesting that they're both speaking on the same day. Obviously, Pence was supposed to speak yesterday, but it got postponed. But people are wondering, was this a trajectory for 2024? Was he going to talk about policy?
Yeah, and it was actually about an hour and a half full of policy, and that was interesting. The tone very different than the rally speech. Obviously, some critiques of the Biden administration, but definitely the tone much different, much more policy oriented, much more campaign style in the sense of the folks in that room. He wanted to hear that message that he was ready to talk about issues.
Yeah, my ears got nothing going on.
Settle grievances. That he sometimes does during at a political
It's a boring town, but it's fine.
He's talking about
Yes, it
Democrats
is.
a lot
I
more
think we
today.
got
Really got into
1,100 people in it.
And it was interesting to hear. It was, as I mentioned, the first
Fairly
time
quiet down here.
he was back in
Yeah.
D.C. since he had left office.
Yeah,
And
ain't nothing
obviously,
like quiet.
the tone and nature of what he
Well,
talked
oh my
about
God,
today
the
is
whole
only
town
going to
went crazy
continue to
whenever we
fuel
got a Dollar
the
General.
rumors of the 2024 run for the White House.
We'd have
I
a
mean,
lot of
this has
people
been
that would
talking
just
about
sit
it
there
for weeks, but
and
it's
watch the
really been
construction,
amped
and
up,
they'd just spend
especially
hours sitting
for
there.
this person
When
to
they
come
knew
back
things
and
was
he's
going on.
personal. His
But
speech
it
really
passes the
focusing
time.
on some of these issues that we're
Everybody was
seeing,
cheap
that
that
Americans
way.
are facing law and order. Specifically, he really focused
lived
on
out
that
there
and
one
how it will
time.
play out in
Yeah.
the terms, school
Not a whole
curriculum,
lot's changed.
economy.
Huh?
Obviously,
I said not a whole lot's
there's a
changed.
number
We got
of
Dollar General, that's
issues,
about it.
But he also took a walk down memory lane. Listen to this.
Just 2 years ago, with the help of many people in this room, we had a booming economic recovery like nobody's seen before. The strongest and most
You
secure
got me all
border in
slobbery.
US history. Energy independence and even energy dominance, historically low gas prices, as you know. No inflation, a fully
You're really
rebuilt
interested. I've got bags and
military,
bags of
and
trees
a
here,
country
so.
that was highly respected all over the world. Very simply, we had made America great again. We made it great again.
Alright, so I'm thinking with you guys doing the tech pro classes, that you've got a pretty good foundation for doing like sit down, things like that, so things that I want to work on.
But I know you actually.
I think that would be very beneficial so that you can actually walk him.
when he came in.
So I want to work on heel,
It was interesting.
and then if we
the
can,
speech is
I
at the
think
Marriott Marquis in
maybe
Washington, D.C.,
touch
which in
would be
itself
a good idea where he
wouldn't
touches his
normally be
nose
an
with
issue,
your
but it's the
hand.
first time that I can
And
recall
I'm
Trump
hoping
being in
maybe
Trump
that can
property in
help
Washington, D.C.
divert his
Trump Hotel
attention.
has been sold.
And like, hey,
So it
come
was
here,
interesting
it
to
also
see
helps
him
when I
in a
come.
different venue.
And another thing
But
that
this
I don't
was
know if
sort
it
of
will
about
work,
1,000
but with
people.
he jumping all the time,
Mostly,
if I can put my hand
members
down
of
here,
Congress, some
his
obviously
nose
some
needs to go
donors
down
to the
here, you
American
can't
First
jump with his
Institute,
nose down
but
there.
then a lot of former
what I'm wanting
administration
to do,
officials there.
we'll see
And that
what
was
happens.
interesting because the message that the American First Institute really wanted
And
to
then-
send to these folks was, here
I
are
don't
the
know if
top
you guys have
priorities,
heard
here
of
are the
like
issues
place,
that need to get addressed in the
Place,
second
which
Trump
is
term
where
or
the
the next
dog will
time
have like a
the
bed or
Republican
something like
takes
that,
back,
maybe a
takes
towel.
back the White House. So
This
it's
bear
a
is wherever he
fascinating
wants.
goal because
Yeah.
the reason
Well,
that they were
I'm
really doing this is
thinking
to
if
push
we
that
could
agenda
teach in
forward.
place, maybe
Our next guest was
right
at the
here,
speech with him
then
this
whenever
afternoon,
guests
just
come
wrapping
over, you
up.
put him in
Joining
his
us now is
place,
the former
and he's
special
supposed to
assistant
sit there and
to
stay
President
there,
Trump
so
and
then
the
hopefully you
chief
guys can walk in
communications
and out of the
officer at
door
the America First
without
Policy
having to
Institute,
drive.
Mark
So
Lauder.
we'll
Mark, good to
see
see
what
you.
he can do.
He lays over there in the corner a lot, and then he lays underneath the television,
And I know you like to sit at the dining room table.
and he lays under the dining room table.
What we need to do
No,
is
no,
do
it
a
was not unexpected. In fact, this is not just the speech
Yeah.
the president gave today. We had 2 days of policy summits where we were doing
Yes,
deep dives on the 10 major issues that we believe are going to be facing the American people and where America First
But
has
he
been.
definitely be like in
You saw the
post
president do that.
because I know you guys have issues with
Education, whether
eating
it was
Hey.
the economy and getting gas prices under control. But we
down.
do what we're going to get into it.
Come
We're
here.
going to focus on law and order, restoring law and order to our communities, combating illegal immigration,
Down.
another major platform. And so I think you laid out some very, very prescriptive policies to help address the
Down.
challenge. Kevin McCarthy, the House Republican leader, who was sitting in the front row, he said, all right, Kevin, let's get it.
Down, sit.
Yeah, Mark, actually,
Set.
this is the agenda. This is right here. This is what you guys gave out to participants. This is what you talked about.
No.
It's got 10 items in here. It looks
Set.
like a contract with America.
Down.
And I want to get your take. Is that your goal? Do you guys want to basically lay out the contract with America for 2022 that House and Senate candidates should be running on? Is that the goal that you guys are trying to achieve right now?
Yeah, I think it is, and in a broader sense, we're doing that, obviously, but also working in partnership with Kevin McCarthy and the effort of the bill, Republicans in putting together their principles.
I kind of figured.
Hey.
Down.
And so, the one thing we know, whether it's Trump, whether it's the House Republicans, or it's Vice President Pence, or anyone else, they may use their own language, they may use their own organizational style, but they're all saying the same thing. We've got to get back to those policies that worked just a few years ago.
I made sure I had plenty of time. I figured you'd need about half an hour to settle
The
down.
architect of the contract with America on stage with Leader McCarthy, talking about how we take lessons learned from
Does he have a leash that we
and
can
apply them
use?
in 2022.
Mark, I know you've got it, Ron, but I appreciate you being there right
We'll
away
see.
for us to respond to this, and look forward to following up with you on this.
Great, look forward to it, Rob.
Yep. All right, you know, Lindsay, it was fascinating. Mark mentioned, I mean, you had Newt Gingrich, you had Kevin McCarthy, the former speaker, and hopefully with most of the Republicans, but the future speaker there. Talking about these 10 items, one of the folks that was at the event was telling me every one of the 10 items that they put forward in this agenda that I mentioned they're handing out to the participants, they've tested. And it's above 80%. So their point is, just like the contract with America, these are things that they think every single Republican can run on. And that, hey, look, this is tested, this is effective, this is what you should
I would let it go.
And we know, and it's not just with Republicans, this is stuff that plays well with independents and Democrats.
What's important.
You're gonna be a real turd head, ain't you?
Republicans are aligned, specifically as they expect to take
Can the
back,
leash just go on his collar? you
House
think?
in just this year, 2022, but to making sure, hey, these policies exist. They're pressure tested. The polling shows that this is works with Americans.
We're not taking him out for a walk.
Again,
I'm not
this is all
too
about
worried.
policy, and you look at this administration, their policies aren't working, and they just keep pointing their fingers at people. I think it's important to be talking about policy does matter. Sometimes you have to get in the weeds with it, but what the world of difference it makes in just a year and a half we've had in this administration, how it was in the beginning of Trump, before COVID, quite a different world.
You know, the other thing is, you pointed this out at the beginning of the show. Pence gave his speech. Because of travel, he wasn't able to lay out the agenda yesterday at the Heritage, so he said, hey, I'm going to lay it out this morning at the Young America's Foundation. I actually, ironically, thought that Pence would give more of a policy-oriented speech than Trump. At the end of the day, after hearing both of them, Trump gave more of the policy-oriented speech than Pence. I thought that was the big takeaway from today.
Settle down,
That not a lot of people probably
Sit.
would have guessed going into today.
Sit.
Well, coming up, a new report shows that more than half a
Down.
million known gotaways have crossed our southern border since the start of fiscal year 2022.
Good
Our
boy.
border panel, the former acting commissioner of Border Protection, Mark Morgan, he joins us next.
Set.
Dick Morris says Donald Trump is running again. The famed political strategist reveals Trump's secret plan
You
for
actually
2022 and his new bestseller, Return. In Return, find out the three big threats Trump faces, including from Big Tech. Dick Morris says Trump will win and shares the plan.
I'm just trying to teach him that I'm gonna ignore him unless he's being nice.
Now it's time for his bestseller. Find Dick Morris's The Return in bookstores or see the free offer. Go online or call.
No.
My name is Joe. I always said I was being healthy, but I was never really eating enough fruits and veggies. There's a lot of confusion out there. This vitamin is good, this vitamin isn't good. It's always changing. And we're talking about balance of nature. You can't contradict what everybody knows fruits and vegetables are good for. There's never going to be a dispute over that.
Start now by going to balanceofnature.com
Down.
and don't forget to use
Yep.
discount code NEWSMAX.
Down.
Hey parents and grandparents, as we wait to see what's next for
Now, as
President
long as you
Trump,
behave yourself, you'll get patted.
he wants to help your kids learn all about President
No.
Trump's greatest achievements during his first term. That's why we're giving away the Kids Guide to President Trump for free. This fun kids guide will help your kids to understand everything President Trump has already accomplished during his term. What's more, it's part of a very special gift bundle that includes a free kids magazine and a
crazy.
Anybody want me to run again?
When is enough enough? Biden's Build Back Better is a failed plan.
Biden and the radical left have turned calm into chaos, prosperity into poverty, and security into a total catastrophe.
Trump 2024, the documentary. Learn truth. Take back your life. Watch now on demand at Trump2024.com. Make America great again. McMillan Corvette is the largest new Corvette dealer in the world. That's right, the largest Corvette dealer in the world. Located in Nashua, New Hampshire, McMillan Corvette ships vehicles nationwide. Experience why thousands of Corvette owners throughout the U.S. have chosen McMillan.
Good boy.
Contact our dedicated Corvette team today and see for yourself how easy it is to drive your all-new C8 Corvette.
When young cruisers for a new
Good boy.
Corvette, you'll find it at McMillan.net.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free
Does he
book
mouth
on
you guys,
mesothelioma
kind of?
for over 10 years.
Does he like put his
Since that time,
teeth on you
hundreds
whenever?
of people with mesothelioma have
Yeah, he
trusted
does
us
that.
to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there's no risk to
Hey.
it. Mesothelioma really
boy.
is all we do. Call us at 1-800-872-4135. That's 1-800-872-4135. Or go to mesobook.com.
Our open borders are a
You
gaping
gonna be good?
allowing drugs, gangs, child traffickers, human smugglers, and tens of thousands of dangerous criminals to call our
Hey.
country. That's every week.
The former President Trump are addressing the crisis on our southern border, something that President
You had a lot of
Biden
slobber.
failed to do so far. According to a new report, more than 500,000 known gotaways, which are illegal immigrants who have crossed our southern border, who were not caught or processed by officials, have crossed into the U.S. since the start of 2022's fiscal year. Well, joining us now with reaction is the former CPB Commissioner Mark Morgan, who is also our Newsnet.
You're doing it to yourself.
Commissioner, welcome to the show. I do want to get your reaction to these known gotaways. I mean, this number is crazy. What were the numbers like when you were the acting commissioner?
Speech. I'm glad he said a couple of times that this administration inherited the most secure border on the planet.
Nope.
So
Ow.
fine.
I'm also
No.
glad he talked about the capacity that's happened in terms of invasion, because that's exactly right. When you're talking about 500,000 known gotaways, and we still have 3.5 months left in this fiscal year. Add in last year, it's over 900,000 known gotaways that have broken our southwest border and taken out the nation. But keep in mind, Lindsay and Sean, that's known gotaways. If you talk to border agents, which I do on a regular basis, they say that's just a drop in the bucket. There's a lot of unknown gotaways. That number is well over 1 million in broken our country.
You ain't gonna get no more treat until you behave yourself.
States in our country whose entire state's population is around 1 million or less, and more than that have broken in our country. And as the president said, here's the cold hard truth: among the over 1 million known and unknown gotaways are some bad people, murderers, rapists, pedophiles, and gang members every single day.
It's unbelievable. It's so, putting that into perspective is so important when you really think about how many states are smaller than the number of illegals that have entered this country. Mark, I want to mention this. Texas Senator Ted Cruz was at the border recently. We talked to him about that just a little while ago, but he put out a tweet with this video last
I get that
night.
he's excited and I'm more okay with it, but if you were to have someone over, maybe if they're more frail or something like that, maybe a child, I don't want them to learn that. So since I am a stranger to him at this point, I think when you try to instill strangers, you gotta be nice.
And the teenage girls experience a hell worse than that, with far too many of them human trafficked into sex slavery. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are responsible for the worst plague of slavery in America since the Civil
I
War.
got to get him on me that time.
Mark, we talk about the fentanyl. We talk about the national security issue. Leave that all aside. If nothing else, what about the children? Why is that not getting through to the left?
Yeah, he gets carried away like this. And all my great grandson's about a month or a year old.
I guarantee
Yeah,
you, Sean, I know it because I live right there. If there was one dead migrant, one migrant was
Yeah,
like
his
dead.
teeth don't really hurt our skin, but a child's skin, he might.
And of course, it scares the little kid, the little boy.
Oh, of course. Well, you won't be
They
able
got
to
a dog
visit
too,
with
but
them.
it's real mellow and gentle, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could talk about the young women and children that are raped and sexually assaulted on the journey, that parents are giving them the morning after pills because they're expecting them to be raped on the journey up here. And as Senator Cruz said, I've talked to him multiple times, he's spot on. Those are all prey and victims to the tragedy.
Great grandson and their family dog, they'll lay there and sleep together, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been saying for a long time. The most, but the secretary, before we forget, the secretary of Iris will say, oh, he's developed a safe, orderly, humane system. Senator Cruz just blew that out of the water again. There is nothing safe or orderly and humane about what's happening. The most inhumane thing we can do to the migrants themselves is have what
No.
Nope.
I just want to explain this because according to Axios, the Biden administration wants to provide temporary identification cards to illegal immigrants who are awaiting final decisions on their cases, and is actually considering a pilot program that would help immigrants access housing, healthcare, transportation, other tax-paid benefits. I mean, they're starting this as a positive thing. Can you just explain the repercussions if this does happen?
Yeah, it's really simple. The more you encourage and incentivize and facilitate illegal immigration, the more it will happen. The more children will be abused, the more trafficking victims will be
I like that he's laying down, so I keep trying to pin him, but I don't want him to put his teeth on me.
Control, the more drugs and criminals that will pour in, the more Americans and migrants will die. It's as simple as that.
Mark, really appreciate your insight. You know this better than anybody.
Ow,
Thank you
no.
for sharing that with our audience.
You bet. Thank you, Bob.
What'd you do that
Still
for?
ahead, we're breaking down what the America First agenda looks like when it comes to our national
Why'd you do
security.
that?
Stay with us.
She's just trying to be nice to you. Why you being mean? Huh? Why you being so mean?
I'm here to tell you about saving money on your
Being mean, why?
Alright, here we have cups of coffee from the same company. These are more expensive. This one, just $1. Which would you buy? It's simple, right? That's why thousands of people have switched to Pure Talk. They use the same network as the larger providers.
Even though he's
That's
settled
right.
down
The
a
same
little bit before
network
this, he's
for much
iffy,
less.
so I wanted
With
to make
plans
him
at
settle down
$30 a month
twice.
on the
Like,
main
okay,
call,
that's
text,
really,
and
we're really
6
not
gigs
doing
of
that,
data.
dude.
Look
You
at
know?
these stats. The average family saves over $70 a month by switching
No.
to Pure Talk. And you get to keep the same phone
No.
and same phone number with no contract, no hassle, and no hidden fees. You get unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data for just $30 a month. And remember, you'll get the same number of bars because it's on the same network as the larger providers. Saving is easy. Dial pound 250 and save 50% to save 50% off your first month. Pure Talk. Simply smarter, wireless.
I know you said that he loves cars.
Yeah, he gets in there and the only thing when it gets out of hand is when he wants to get on your
I'm a
lap.
mother.
Yeah.
Always busy. I was staying for a little while. I just didn't feel like things were as sharp as I knew they last week. I heard about
But you don't
Prevagen
get on
and
driver.
I started taking it about
Yeah,
2
no, you
years
said he
ago.
kinda
Started
cleans the
noticing
passenger
things a
seat.
little sharper, a little clearer.
Yeah, that's
I
his
feel like it's kept me on my game. I've been able to remember things. So give it a try.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Yeah, like each one of us, you go someplace to take him with us. He'll just sit in the passenger seat just as nice as can be.
Yeah.
And look out the window for a while and then he'll lay down.
It is not for us. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breastfeed more than prescribed. Breastfeed may increase
Is he
your
kind
risk
of a bear to get out of the car?
No,
No, that's good.
No, he's perfectly happy to be in the car.
Yeah, no problem getting him in and no problem getting him out.
Ask your doctor about Breastfeed.
I'm Steve Johnson, founder of Ideal Aging. With rising interest rates and inflation, there's a lot of uncertainty in today's real estate market. Now more than ever, selecting the right real estate agent can be the difference in tens of thousands of dollars in your pocket. Experience matters. At Ideal Agent, we'll connect you with a top local agent who'll get you the best results for as low as a 2% commission.
When we pick somebody else to take with us, he gets like this.
In the area.
Yeah.
And he made the process
Well, and on walks, he was really pulling her around. He pulled her across the street, didn't he?
And
You
through
get
that
excited
process,
on the
we were
walks
able to
too.
save $23,000.
But since he loves car rides so much, I think it would be nice if, like, whenever you go into Ace Hardware or something like that, if you could take him inside
It
with
really
you.
shouldn't be a.
But I don't know.
We farming in the home down here.
Our
They welcome dogs and stuff inside. And we took him in there, he's a bear to handle in there.
Yeah, see, it would be nice if you could take him on a walk as well as a car ride.
I'm gonna go with Josh. Yes, I'm sorry, what? I was talking about the types of chicken.
And he just gets stupid inside there.
He's a really sweet kid, though.
Did you just fist
So
bump?
he's any place new or meets new people, he just gets overexcited.
Yeah.
All right,
He's
national
very
security
hyper.
was also a big focus at the America First Policy Institute. Former President Trump took aim at the Biden
He thinks
administration, turning to
everybody's
Saudi Arabia
Yeah.
rather than our own producers for energy. Joining us now is the Vice Chairman of the America First Policy
And
Institute.
everybody's supposed to
Center
have
for
a treat
American
for him.
Security, Fred Fleiss. Fred, good to see you. Walk me through what you guys talk
Well,
about
when he
today.
goes
are
in
sort
the
of the
farm
key
and home, they
policies,
give him
the
a
key
treat when he
tenets
goes in,
of
and then he
America
gets a
First
treat
when
when
it
he
comes
comes
to
out.
the area of national security.
Well, Sean, I gotta tell you,
Well,
I
it's like
really
you go
missed
to
you
the bank
today.
or
President Trump was
someplace.
Bank,
really
yeah,
in
bank or
great
someplace.
form.
They always
He
send him
gave
out
an
free
energetic
treats.
speech, but it was a very serious speech. It was focused on security, mostly on domestic security, but there was a foreign security aspect. He
Well,
wants
I would like to do
see
some
our
training,
borders
but I
secure.
think
He
this
wants
is
to
just
see
an important
illegal
lesson. It kind of
aliens
sets the
and
ground
criminals
rules. Like,
and
you're not gonna jump on me. You're not gonna bite me. We're gonna try to be calm. So, we might be doing this for quite a while, but I think it's good for him to
hired.
learn.
He wants to
Well, you
see
gotta
the
have
craziness of our democratic cities where criminals are not being prosecuted to end.
Like I
But
say,
he's also talking
when
about
we took him to the vet,
Saudi Arabia.
he was a little wild at first when we first went in, but then he settled
We
down.
should be energy independent.
And we
he
went in
talked
the
about how he kept trying
room,
to
you know,
with very tough policies,
and,
Joe Biden seems
Vet
to
come
be
in, and he was real
taking
calm
over
there, and
farm.
that took him, had it,
So it's interesting,
clipped his
the thing I
toenail,
was thinking of.
and
is
he
that
just followed the
so
vet,
much
just
of
Yeah.
what you talked about today
Well, that's great.
is sort of national security, right? So if we're not energy
But he was being
independent,
calm.
that's
He
a
was
national
still
security
on you,
issue.
but he was
If
calm,
we're-
so I kept petting
so
him,
much
and
of
then he
what's
put
going on
his
in the
mouth on
border
me
is
again, and
national
that's why I
security.
walked away.
So much of what he was talking about really comes back to keeping the country safe, because
Yeah, we
if
don't
we
allow
can't
that
be
either.
energy
Yeah.
independent, then we're relying on somebody else in particular.
Well, I don't want him to
Talk me
limit
about how you
strangers.
guys
It's
articulate
free game,
that
you know?
in terms of policies.
Well, America First has many dimensions to make domestic and foreign policy decisions to put the American people first, our economy first, our security first, but on national security.
No.
We want a strong military, we
Hey.
want a president who is decisive, we want
No.
to use military force prudently and keep our nation out of unnecessary wars. The theory is that if we have a strong military and a strong president, we won't be
Big old
tempted to
square
get into
blockhead.
unnecessary wars, and it is stabilized. It will discourage our enemies from trying things, and we see the opposite right now, Sean.
So what like is your goal right now? Because this is what was so interesting about I think the summit today. It's this idea of developing policies that if Trump or another Republican take over the White House, they're ready to go. So is the goal to develop actual policies with the next Republican administration, whether it's Trump or somebody else take over, or is it to get Congress to start to act 2024?
Well, you know, it's very similar to Newt Gingrich's contract with America in 1994. It is a playbook on all aspects of domestic and foreign policy to take our country back. And you know, the Heritage Foundation did this in 1994 with Newt Gingrich. And Newt Gingrich said at a lunch just yesterday that he
You
made
lick,
room for
but
this
you're not
country
putting your
in
teeth on me.
2020.
Nope.
2022, what Heritage did in 1994, possibly to take back the country.
Do you guys think you're in competition with
Most
them?
dogs understand no, so I say no. Also, whenever dogs are puppies, their siblings will yelp. You know, it's a really high pitch, and I don't want to hurt you guys' ears, so I think it'd be better to say no.
He gave a great speech. You know, Sean, we have to work together. There's not enough of us in the conservative movement to win this battle, and we welcome working together with Heritage.
I couldn't agree with you more, which is why I was actually kind of shocked, because I'm with you on this, right? We need more people swimming in the right direction, and if you want to join that movement, then that's great, right? I'm I'm so tired of people trying to figure out when you join the movement. If you join, God bless you, keep going, let's add. We win by adding, not subtracting. I was taken back by an op-ed that former trade advisor Peter Navarro put. He was actually urging Trump not to attend today's summit, which clearly Trump didn't take his advice. But I want to read you part of what he wrote. He said, yes, it's important for President Trump to have a well-credentialed, stable of policy experts capable of both building a 2024 platform and finding solid MAGA talent to populate the Trump administration. But AFPI Trojan horse, whose leadership is now running the staff Trump's shadow cabinet, is decidedly not that. They may be
He'll lay here beside the chair and I'll just not.
Political attractiveness of Trump, but replace it.
Whatever's handy, I'll kind of rub.
Yeah.
So he goes after, by name, several people, including you. What did you guys make of this?
Well, you know, I know what Peter's after. I know he's trying to sell a book, but he criticized me for being former chief of staff for John Bolton, but I came out against John Bolton's book. I fought for Peter against John when John wouldn't give him resources on personnel issues. I was very disappointed in Peter. Yeah, you know, President Trump likes what we're doing. He likes the people we're here. There are no rhinos here, Sean. I would be working here. This is an organization full of rhinos. So I sort of wish Peter would get to the program. We certainly would rather be working with him rather than him taking pot shots.
I think me and this corner are going to be best friends.
He believes in.
Yeah, the thing that I thought was odd about it was his only criticism of you was who your boss was, not your credentials. And that's what I thought was so weird. It wasn't about how committed you are to the movement or President Trump or anything else. It was, hey, here's who Fred's boss was.
And can I add something else? You know, I was on a top 5 list for President Trump to succeed John Bolton. To take over him. So if I was some kind of anti-Trump Boltonite, why was I on the list to take Bolton's job? Actually, I tweeted that to Peter today. I didn't get a response. Yeah.
I always find that funny that you criticize people who President Trump had personally chosen to serve with them, like you. Anyway, Fred, thanks for being with us. Break it all down.
Good to be here. Thanks, Sean.
You bet. All right, well, coming up, one Georgia state representative justifies aborting children who have a rare disorder, but Rick Santorum is pushing back. Why the life of their precious daughter Bella matters. You're not going to want to miss this. Stay with us.
E9.
Newsmax. Shoots it straight. No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think. Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
If you settle down and be hating them, you wouldn't be so puffy.
I promise I will give you treats if you settle.
Now I could go as much as up to 14, but that's because now you got energy, you moving it. It's doing so much great work in my body. Even my girlfriend downstairs, I said, you need to try it. I mean, she's told me I move faster than her now. That's because the energy I'm getting from Balance of Nature.
Start now by going to balanceofnature.com and don't forget to use discount code Newsmax.
Lately, we've gone from America first to America last.
No.
Crime, immigration, inflation, territory with foreign policy are ruining the fabric of America. In fact, this patio in New York is about the only place I feel safe in the city.
Where do investors turn in perilous times to protect themselves from all the uncertainty? Gold. 2022 is the year that we have seen Americans move out of risk assets like crypto and the stock market and into safe haven assets like gold and silver.
Since 2021, Patriot Gold Group has offered no fees for Life IRA for qualifying gold.
He never put his teeth on me, which is why I haven't left yet, and now I just did. No.
Sit. Sit. Sit.
Veteran homeowners.
Now down.
You made a smart move when you bought your home. Now make another one and turn your equity into cash with your VA home loan benefit. The new Day 100 VA loan lets you borrow 100% of your home's value. Upgrade the kitchen. Add a pool.
Oh, there's a mouse.
Or have a
There's a
security
mouse.
cash in the bank.
He
With today's high home values, turning equity into cash is a really smart move.
Call 1-800-848-8255
877-684-6756.
Hi, I'm Curtis, 42.
Oh,
I've got a
either
steady
got out
job.
or he ate it.
Homeowner.
I said it either got out or he ate it.
I max out my 401k every month.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. Now it's easy to help protect yourself. LifeLock helps detect identity threats. If there's a problem, we work to fix it. Backed by our $1 million protection package.
This is the dark web?
I think so.
Is anyone else concerned about this?
Identity theft protection starts here at LifeLock.com.
Did you buy one of those unaffordable Care Act health plans, only to find out you have ridiculously high deductibles and no doctors and hospitals will even accept it? You can change now. This isn't an open enrollment plan. You can start and stop at any time. Let Scott Ferguson and American Medical Plans show you how to save 30 to 60% with better coverage. This is a nationwide PPO plan, which means you pick your doctors and hospitals. Call American Medical Plans, lock into a quality health plan managed and chosen by you, not the government.
No.
And the doubt sets in, and the heart kicks, and lets down, and muscles swell, and the limb quiets, no matter what, you go on, fire waits. Well, Georgia State Representative Shay Roberts recently penned an op-ed for Fox News justifying taking the life of her unborn child over a potential disability. Roberts wrote this quote, "I got the call from the doctor that my blood test indicated trisomy 18, a chromosomal disorder that they classified as incompatible with life. Essentially, my pregnancy would end with the death of our child, either a stillbirth or my baby living a very painful short life of only minutes outside of my womb before dying." End of her quote there. Well, our next guest family is a beautiful testament to how children with trisomy 18 are in fact compatible with life and, of course, deserving of life. Joining us now is former Pennsylvania Senator and senior political analyst at Newsmax, Rick Santorum. Senator, welcome to the show. You have goosebumps talking about your daughter Bella, who has trisomy 18, and your wife, Karen, actually wrote an op-ed in response to Representative Roberts.
Yeah.
Asked to put it up at Fox. They said no. I want you to tell me first about Bella and her life.
The reason my wife Karen wanted to respond is because, quite contrary to the picture that the representative tried to paint, not every child with trisomy 18 is doomed to pain and death. And in fact, many children with trisomy 18 are alive and well
He's being good.
and living lives of love and joy and bringing joy to their family. And Bella, our daughter, is principal among them.
No.
14 years old. She is the center
You
of
can
our
be
family.
good, then you
She
get
is
stupid.
The rock of our family. We always say Bella knows every family secret because we all can tell her Bella doesn't talk, but she does. And people say, well, she doesn't walk, she doesn't talk, but she loves and can be loved, and she is the heart of our family. She's what makes it go. And all the kids say that it's okay for mom and dad for Bella to be the favorite kid because she's our favorite sibling. And so we can't even imagine the idea of missing out on the joy that she's brought. And people, we have such a utilitarian view of life that the only good you do is by what you do, what you can accomplish in the workplace or what you can do academically, instead of who you are and the love of God that can come through your life. And she is, we wrote a book, Karen and I wrote a book a few years ago called Bella's Gift, and each chapter in the book starts out love is, because Bella taught not just us, but our friends, our family, the meaning of love in so many different ways by her journey in life. So don't measure people by what they do. Accept them as the gift from God that they are for as long as you have them. And Bella's 14. She may not be here to 15, but the beauty of just accepting the gift and loving the gift for as long as you have the gift.
You know, Representative Roberts, her doctors are the ones who advised her to end her life of her unborn child. The interesting thing is she talks about how it was a hard decision, how this was a child. When you think about this is really eugenics at work. Saying that someone's life doesn't have value, as you mentioned, if it isn't qualified to what you attribute value to. The interesting thing is, Representative Roberts talks about how she wants her constituents to have the same choice that she had many years ago. But when you look at the science, Senator, even the FDA recently this year came out and said these genetic tests oftentimes are not accurate. The percentage of times they're accurate is very, very low. And so actually the science doesn't even support that because these doctors could be giving you bad advice.
The whole point of Karen's article, and the reason she desperately, Karen was a neonatal intensive care nurse, and so she knows this area very, very well. And she didn't write an article, if you read it on Newsmax, it's not an article condemning the representative for having an abortion. It's condemning the doctors for the way they treat children with disabilities. And you're right. They could make mistakes, but even if it's not a mistake, even if there is a genetic disability, as Karen says in the op-ed, if your child was diagnosed not 4 months into pregnancy, but 4 months after she was born, would you say, oh, well, we're going to kill the baby, we're going to kill this little girl because she's going to die eventually? We're all going to die eventually, and the idea is to respect the dignity of that person. And for doctors, as our doctors did, our doctors were unbelievable. There was a doctor at Children's Hospital in Philadelphia who said to us, we want to give every child a chance. We don't know whether that child's going to live 1 day or 100 years, but we want to give every child, treat them with dignity, and give them the chance at life. And that's what we are just so thankful for those doctors who believed in that code. That used to be the moral code of all doctors, which is to do no harm, to treat every life with dignity, to give every child the care that they need, no matter what they can do in life, because it matters more who you are than what you do.
Parents who may be getting advice from a doctor right now where they have had a genetic test and they've gotten bad news, what would your advice be to them?
Look, we are very blessed to have had Bella for 14 years. We had a genetic test done, and we had a little boy back in the late 1990s who was born and only lived 2 hours. And so we know what it's like to lose a child who's born and died. But we gave him a chance. And we loved him for the 2 hours we had with him. We always say he had a life that he only knew love. That all of us could live lives that all we knew was love. It get back to understanding the gift and accepting the gift of God.
I love that. Thank you for sharing your story of Bella with our viewers, and thank you for Newsmax to sharing this with our viewers as well. And it's fortunate that Fox didn't want to publish this story, put this story out there to counter what Representative
The idea that they publish a story that is praise of eugenics and not publish a story of someone who's
You start doing okay and then you get done.
Is a very sad statement of the state of Fox News today.
Senator Santorum, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we have more good pro-life news on the other side of the break. Miss Universe 2021 going to tell us her journey from foster child to foster mom.
And I know you're not
plans
stupid.
to overhaul the system. That's next.
Or dumb.
As I was aging, the pain in my hips was
Because
getting
he
worse
can get
and
his toy
worse.
someplace where he can't reach it from one way, and he'll sit there and figure out how to get it from another way.
I have found relief.
I am pain-free. I love it.
I am so
Does he have any
glad
puzzle
that I have
toys?
Relief Factor. I am now pain-free.
That's what he
thanks
got
to
around
Relief
here.
Factor.
Friends,
Might
it's
be a good
very
idea.
important to hear all the wonderful
That might be a good
Relief
idea. I
Factor
seen
stories. Sebastian
it was
Wolf
at
again.
Sierra
Let
in
me ask
Wilmington. There was
what aches
it
and
looked like a
pains
little
keeping
log
you
and
from
there were
sleeping through
squirrels
the
in
night,
it. So
or
then you
keeping
need to go
you from
through the
taking
hole
those nice
and
long
pull out a
walks,
squirrel.
or playing
and then
golf
you get
or
full of
tennis.
squirrels.
It's no
So I'm
fun
wondering
if you
maybe
can't
something
get
to
around
stimulate his
comfortably.
mind might
The
be
3-week quick start from Relief Factor may be all you need to lower or even eliminate these pains. Here's something you need to know. The majority of people who order the 3-week quick start, now only $19.95, go
Yeah,
on
gotta-
to order more.
we gotta split
Let's
up
see
right now.
if
You
we
got
can
one of
get
them
you
moles that
out of pain too. Go
makes
to
noise when you roll it.
relieffactor.com.
And he'll get like in a corner or something, and he'll sit there and figure out how to get it out of the corner.
A person like me needed to get to a nurse and to change my life. It was the best thing I've ever
Yeah,
done.
he figured out how to pick it up.
Without a doubt.
Joanne
About 10 minutes.
about the same thing.
It absolutely is the best thing I ever did.
Jack put it another way. To him, it was about having his grandkids over.
You want to have the kids over. You want to have the community over. You want to have the families over. You want to say, this is my place.
Great people. Different people, that's for sure. And all of them have different reasons for getting a reverse mortgage. But you know what? They all felt the same about two things. They all loved their home, and they all wanted to stay in that home.
If you're 62 or older and own your home, find out how you can access your home's equity to give you cash now and when you need it in the future. A reverse mortgage could put more money in your pocket by eliminating your monthly mortgage
They
payments.
didn't get his class Saturday because we was headed into town and canceled, so they had a power outage out there at Petco.
I don't have any anxiety about money anymore. It allowed me to live in my home and not have to make payments.
So he was kind of bummed out Saturday when he didn't get to go to
From
town.
a reverse mortgage loan for a better retirement.
I don't have to worry about a mortgage payment every month.
It's a good thing.
Call right now to receive your free no-obligation info kit. The kit will show you how you may get the cash you need using your home's equity as a reverse mortgage from AAG. Call 800-891-5975.
You do real good, then you get stupid.
And find out what a reverse
I think
mortgage
he's calming down a bit, so then I let him walk around, but as soon as he starts getting hyper again, that's whenever I walk away. So it's okay to be pet whenever he's standing, you know, he just has to be calm. And that's the big thing about it.
Love habit lovers deserve the best. Visit
Because he wasn't calm before, so I only let him.
spectacular love habits. Register now at
No.
ehomes.com and qualify for an additional 40% off free handcrafted options.
Pure Talk Wireless is wireless for the red.
So obviously I won't be able to do any much training with him if he can only be down, you know.
Right here at home.
So as long as he's calm, he can be pet.
Your value. Join Pure Talk. Get started
Oh, yeah.
today.
All right, well, she entered the foster care system at the age of 3, and now she's a foster mom. Our next guest has made it her life's mission to reform the broken system for the better. Joining us now is foster care advocate and the author of a brand new book, Fostered, One Woman's Powerful Story of Finding Faith and Family Through Foster Care. Tori Hope Peterson. She was also crowned Mrs. Universe in 2021 for what it's worth. Tori, good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.